How you doing? All right? Good to see you.
I see you.
Well,
Shamoon or Joe, one of the two.
David, a tough game, another one in which the resilience of the side shone through at the end.
yeah, tough game, very close, probably a draw, the right result in the end. We were probably better in the first half without doing enough, one or two chances. I thought West Ham had a couple of counter-attacks, were a threat. Second half West Ham were better, certainly for the first 20-30 minutes or so, whatever it was, and then I think once they scored we started to come back into the game. Maybe a bit unlucky not to get a winner right at the death.
Were you disappointed at the end? Do you think that could have been 3 points?
Look, I'm disappointed because we're trying to take 3 points, but that just tells you where the expectation is now. West Ham have got a terrific team. I know I spent most of the money there, so we bought a lot of really, really good players, and they've got super ability. You know, Bowen and Kudos, terrific players. Paqueta, you know, Souček, as you see. So all those players are really good players. So we've got no divine right to think that we can come here and win.
How much of a difference did it make to you being able to look to your bench in that second half to actually see a full rotor of senior players? Yeah. So many players coming back now. Thought those 3 changes actually helped change the game in those final minutes. Yeah,
it did. I thought that we were able to do something to try and change the game. I thought the subs did change the game for us a little bit. Tim and the 2 forwards gave us something else, or another impetus maybe just at the end to get something. So yeah, we've not really had it, but we've been doing a decent job without having too many coming off the bench. You know, we've had to find a way of getting results. I think today we found a way of getting a result as well. Great resilience with the players, stuck at it, never gave up. We had a penalty denied in the first half, which whether it was or not I don't know, but we had won against Manchester United a couple of weeks ago, which after having that looked at was probably overturned. So I've not seen the one today, so I can't really comment on it.
With the international break coming up now, just what's the plans? What's your ambition for these next 2 weeks?
Yeah, just get ourselves ready for the next game. Yeah. Nothing. We've got no ambition to do anything weird and wonderful. We'll give them some time off. We'll train them. We don't play for best part, I think, 18 days now. So I think the players have done really well here. I think the players and the way they've gone about it since me coming in, they've done a brilliant job.
Thank you. Shamoon?
Hi, David.
Hi there.
Just a word on Idris's performance. Fasting, playing the full 90 minutes,
Yeah.
and it's crucial for them.
Absolutely. I actually mentioned it before the game. West Ham have the same. They'll have Kudos the same, and 1 or 2 other boys who are all fasting. So it's difficult for those lads at the moment. But you wouldn't know it really because Idrissa was terrific for us today, and well done to them for following their faith.
It's not superhuman effort, really, because playing at the highest level, still performing.
Yeah, they are. I think I mentioned this. I think the players nowadays who've been playing like Idrissa, we've been 35. He's obviously done this for a long time, so probably knows how to manage himself and how to do things. But his performances have been very good.
Paddy?
David, how impressed have you been with Jake O'Brien? I mean, it seems like he's starting to grow in influence and attack a bit now as well from right back.
Well, he's beginning to get a couple of goals, and I'm moaning at Tarky and Jared to start getting more goals when centre halves, but with their deliveries from set pieces today, there was no chance that MD could score from them today. They were so poor. But I have to say that I'm pleased for Big Jake. He's coming on, improving. He's a sort of young centre back making his way a little bit as a false right back in some ways. But he's doing a good job, and I'm pleased he got the goal. He's capable of it, and it was an important goal for us.
How much work have you and your coaching staff had to do with him on the attacking side specifically of the game? Yeah,
well, the way we've played him, we've tried to play him a little bit like a hybrid. I use the word a little bit. Sometimes he would. I thought the way West Ham played today meant that he had to go and join in and actually play much higher up the pitch and nearly be like an attacking fullback today. And as we say, we're talking about a young centre back. it actually hindered the way we played a little bit in the first half. I didn't think we could really sort of damage West Ham enough, and we needed to be a bit better. But we got there in the end, and as soon as we got there, we got a point in the end.
Eleanor?
David, it looked like you had some nice moments on the pitch with the West Ham players afterwards as well, and the fans were applauding. I just wonder what did that mean to you to get that reception from the whole?
Yeah, well, I've got to say that the first thing was the players have had so many moments with them over the years. Obviously, the biggest thing was winning in Europe, but I think you build bonds. I brought majority of them in. You know, Thomas scores again today here, which was a blow to me, but it's no surprise. You know, you see the form of Bowen, what Kudus can do, and Paqueta. They're all incredibly talented players. Great to see James Ward-Prowse back as well because of what he can do. But I also think that the West Ham supporters, have been really, really good to me over the years. Many times we've been in Europe where they were fantastic, and I wanted to show my respect to them because I think they've been very good to me. They gave me a great send off when I left West Ham, so they deserve to be acknowledged.
Use of Chimiki as well. It's obviously been a really frustrating time for him, but he looked quite lively when he came on. I just wonder what do you make of his potential? Look, I'm still getting to know him, and truth that we weren't sure of how long we would play Yusuf or Broja, but I knew it couldn't be too long because of just with their levels. But I thought it was needed at the end. But I thought Yusuf got 2 great strikes off. I think both were on target, which was good, nice and clean. So we're beginning to see a bit of him, but the truth is I've not really had a chance. And to be fair, I don't think many Evertonians will have either because he's been injured for just about the whole season. And same with Broja. So we're all just really getting to see them for the first time.
Last one from Will,
Just
please.
want to ask David, the international break, do you think you'll get a bounce game for likes of Coleman, or you maybe meant to do?
Yeah, we might do. Yeah, there's a few boys, you know, they'll train. The boys who've been off injured will be training quite a bit during the week. The other boys will get a bit more time off. But we might wait till next week as well before we have a bounce game, do something like that for some of the lads, yeah.
Okay, thanks folks. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dave.